Hi, and welcome to Family Day. One day each year, all of the families in the neighborhood get together for a big bash, and it's always a sensational day. My family used to picnic a lot right here in this park. In fact, right over there was our spot. Let's see. There was my mom, my sisters, Letitia and Valencia, aunts, uncles, and cousins. Lots of cousins. The only person missing was my dad. Because you see, when I was about 8 years old, my father and mother separated. My dad moved out of the house, and my sisters and I stayed with my mom. That changed our family and our lives in lots of ways. My dad just wasn't around much anymore, and, well, I had a pretty tough time understanding why. Sometimes, I thought I was the only kid on the planet with just one parent at home. Well, I was wrong. There are lots of kids that don't have a dad at home, like the girl in this story. Always my dad.
Always My Dad by Sharon Dennis Wyeth. Illustrated by Raoul Colon. Read by B.J. Crosby. Sometimes the person I want to see more than anyone in the world is my dad. But I only see my dad once in a while. Daddy moves around, so his address keeps changing. His job keeps changing too. A long time ago, he flew planes for the Air Force. And after that, he worked in an office. Once his job was painting houses, and then he fixed televisions. I'm not sure what he does now. One day last summer, Mom took me and my brothers to stay with my dad's parents who lived on a farm. After Mom left, I looked everywhere. In the barn, I saw Grandpa milking Brownie. When I opened the door to the hen house, 2 big hens flew out. Who I was really hoping to see was my dad, but Daddy wasn't there. My brothers and I played hide and seek. We helped Grandpa weed the vegetable garden. We helped Grandma pick blackberries. And when the evening came, we listened to the crickets while we ate blackberry cobbler and ice cream. So peaceful, Grandma would say. Just look at that sky. Sometimes there was a moon with no stars. And sometimes there was a moon and stars together. One special night, there was a light on the path. Looks like we got a visitor, said Grandpa. Even in the dark, I could tell who it was. Daddy, Daddy, my brothers began shouting and running. But suddenly I got shy. Hi, Daddy, I said, walking up to him real slow. He lifted me up and kissed me on the cheek. Hi, sugar. Look how tall you've gotten. Now, instead of brushing our teeth in the bathroom, we brush them outside at the pump because Daddy said it's more fun. Instead of wearing shoes, Daddy let us go barefoot. And in the evenings, while Grandma and Grandpa rested on the porch, we caught lightning bugs in the field with Daddy. We put them in jars and made our own flashlights. In a while, we went upstairs. What's that? I whispered, seeing a strange shape on my window. Just some candle flies. They like the light, said Daddy, tucking me in. But then they fly away. He tapped the pane, and they disappeared. One morning, Daddy took us to the general store, We sat on high stools and drank grape soda. Tomorrow I'm leaving, Dad told us. How come? I asked him, trying not to cry. Well, I've been having a problem getting my life together, Daddy said quietly. Now, at least I've got a new job driving a truck cross country. You're always going somewhere, grumbled Gary. Can't we come with you, asked Brian. Please, Dad. Daddy shook his head. You're better off with your mom, having a regular life. When am I gonna see you again, Daddy? Soon, he promised. I love you. Just remember, wherever I am, I'm always your dad. During the leftover summer days, my brothers and I played and did our chores. At night, we'd listen to crickets with Grandma and Grandpa. Once, all by itself, was the biggest moon I'd ever seen. It was round and orange and looked like a sweet potato pie. I don't dream much, but every once in a while I do, and it's always the same. I'm standing in the field with Daddy. There are lots of stars in the sky and the moon the color of sweet potato. And fluttering all around are silvery candle flies. Wherever he is, I know my dad loves me. He's always my dad.
My mom had to be both mom and dad for my sisters and me. She helped us with our homework, fixed our bikes and our roller skates. She taught us how to cook and sew. Mom did just about everything. And for me, well, it worked most of the time. But once in a while, it didn't. Like when my Boy Scout troop, Troop 416, announced its father and son camp out. Well, my dad wasn't around. What was I gonna do? So I talked to my mom, and she invited our friend, Mr. Bruce, to take me. Well, he agreed, and I was all set. Well, the day finally arrived, and when he came to pick me up, Mr. Bruce had in the car with him his own son, Doug. I was crushed. I mean, I understood that he wanted to spend that time with his own son, but I wanted my own dad. That was real tough for me. Whether it's your dad or your mom who doesn't live with you, it can leave an empty space that's pretty hard to fill. But take a careful look around. There are lots of families with one parent who takes care of the kids by her or himself.
This is the Davis family. Bill Davis is a single parent who's both dad and mom to his children.
My former wife and I agreed that our relationship was not the healthiest, and that since it was not very healthy for us, that it would not be very healthy for our children. And so we made a decision that it would be better for us to separate and to get divorced, and that the best way to serve the children's interests was for them to live with me.
Morning. Monty, how are you this morning? Good. Feeling good? Good. Naima? Yeah? It's time to wake up, drink. Good morning, fellas. Yeah. Tucson.
It was a transition that was painful but smooth.
My dad has to do a lot of things. He has to cook breakfast in the morning.
Naima, it's time for breakfast.
He drives us to school and to parties and stuff like that, so he has to play two roles in his family.
Yeah, oh yeah.
One of the biggest challenges for me is getting them up and out in the morning.
Oh, Tucson.
Yeah?
Looks like you got a great piece, man.
Okay.
Everybody did a great job helping out with breakfast this morning.
So we want you to enjoy your meal.
Okay.
And then we gotta go.
All right.
All right? Being a mother and father has been the most difficult thing that I've ever tried to do.
Hi, Daddy, we're
Hey,
back.
Bonnie. What's up, Green? What'd you get?
Sometimes I may have to say things or do things that, you know, you will not like, but it's ultimately because I love you that I have to do it.
Wait a minute, what is this?
Soda.
Soda? That's too sexy. You know we don't drink soda, man. There's all that sugar in there.
What?
We have to put that back. No. We have to put the soda back.
Okay.
All right?
There have been times in which there've been disagreement about things.
No, let's get these. So I think these.
Sometimes we can't decide on what cereal we get. But usually I win.
We got those last time, so now we have to get these.
Okay.
But all in all, I'd have to say that, you know, they have realized how important it is for them to work together as a team.
Somebody please put the cart back. Thank you.